David and Bella here. NAMM 2025. Let's go.
Let's go, heartbreak motel. There's no day you are the curse of bed. Let's go, heartbreak motel. There she's not there you are. Heartbreak motel, burn to the ground. Had to do it now so you can come around. Heartbreak motel, burn to the ground. Had to do it now so you.
What's up guys, David here, MixbusTv, and here's my quick recap of NAMM 2025. We start with KSDigital new line of monitors. Just wow. I had heard the midfield monitor previously at a studio here in LA and I was very impressed already. But what I was really curious to see and hear was their new flagship main monitors model, the Line Master, and holy cow, they didn't disappoint. Not only they look beautiful, but they sound amazing. With floor standing tower speakers, I always pay attention to the Phantom Center because I find many models can have some issues with it if you want to mix on them. But these were absolutely solid, massive and clear sound, and the design is just brilliant. Definitely check them out. Less expensive than what I thought actually, and the little ones also pack a punch. Next, I visited Rolly, and this was one of the coolest things I've seen this year at NAMM. Besides the new keyboard model that you see here that lights up, looks amazing, they have a full-blown Matrix style new tech that tracks your hand gestures and use that for expressions and other functions like automation. And you can also MIDI program the gesture to control whatever you want. Plugins, VSTs, absolutely insane. Again, one of the coolest things I've seen at NAMM, and we'll definitely have this one on the channel soon. Drummer brought their new 500 series MQ1 and MQ2. Single channel EQ inspired by the Motown EQ and single channel compressor plus EQ. I already have these two at my studio right now, so we're gonna have a full review of these bad boys. Very curious to see Drummer take on the legendary Motown EQ in a very affordable price range. Muisk Hack has a new super exciting plugin called Fuel, and yes, I had it for a while, I play with it and it's so powerful. You will see you can probably swap several plugins in favor of this one alone. The video on this one is coming up this week. You're gonna love it. Gain Lab is a booth I really wanted to check out because we all know they make amazing gear, and they brought not one but two new units, a stereo saturator, the Wizard, and oh my god, this thing is crazy. 3 bands of sweetening EQ and several different stages of tube saturation. With so much control, this is gonna be an absolute hit. Just like their new monitor controller, the second unit called the Lieutenant. By the way, coolest names ever. I did not see this coming. Great sets of feature on the remote with the rack unit doing all the work. Not only we have all the great functions and IOs you'd expect from a high-end monitor controller, but we also have programmable power sequence to turn on and off your studio monitors. Brilliant. Go without saying, we are also going to have a full video reviews of these two units in a few months. My buddy Eddie Crazy finally brought the BlackBox HG-Q hardware, and wow, this might be the coolest thing at NAMM this year. The plugin is great, the hardware is mental. We'll have this one on the channel soon as well, so stay tuned. Sounds absolutely beautiful. You know who wasn't joking this year? Focal. They brought the heavy artillery with their new main monitors line, the main Utopia. And holy cow, these things are massive and pretty. They are active even though the amplifier, as you can see, sits outside of the cabinet. 112 and 212 models. While NAMM is the absolute worst place to test monitors because it's super loud at all times, at a first quick listen, I much preferred the 112s. Felt more solid and realistic, while the 212 were surprisingly more mid-forward than the 112. I'm not surprised though, I prefer the 112s since they are pretty much the same array and displacements and size as my Eve mains. And I generally tend to prefer this type of monitors as opposed to the double driver. Their display though look great. And this is a picture of Bella next to them so you can get an idea of the size. Kit plugin presented a much improved drum VST with new sounds in collaboration with Joe Ciccarelli that sounds great and has a much better GUI and navigation system. And now they also make guitar pedals. The first one is the Fat Bastard. Very cool dual stage drive with a starving switch and many other functions. Sounds quite unique. You definitely need to check it out. They also have other pedals coming up. Oh, by the way, they have 2 free plugins that look like the old Game Boy. More to come, but grab these 2 in the meantime. My friend Rick from Metric Halo and Make Believe, one of the coolest booths by the way, sat me on a couch and asked me a question. You will see the full video on their social media soon. They have an absolute monster new plugin called the Knob. And that, my friends, is about to change loudness for everybody forever. And also, they may or may not are gonna come out with the very best plugin ever made. I can't say more, just trust me on that. You guys asked for it and we made it happen. Finally, Craneborn audio will soon be on MixbusTv with not only the popular Carnaby Harmonic EQ and all the other products, so we can finally test it here, but we also have a new incredible weapon in 500 series, the new Brickline 500. Holy cow, this thing is fantastic. They packed so many sounds and so many options in one single 500 series slot, I can't even wrap my head around it. And these guys are some of the coolest, nicest people in the industry. I was so happy to connect. All of this soon on the channel as well, so stay tuned, don't forget to subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you don't miss the videos. GC Audio is making waves with their unique cartridge technology and their absolute massive monster called the Analog Riser mastering unit. I didn't have the time to try this one out, but it looks absolutely impressive, maybe in the future. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to sit and properly listen to the Telegrapher monitors. A lot of you guys asked me, I had limited times and a lot of meetings. But they are pretty for sure. They presented their new flagship Rhino floor standing model, and besides the well-known collaboration with Deadmau5, they also have a Rammstein Gorilla signature model, which I should probably get just because of that. And Wes Audio is always one of the absolute star of the show, but with their new NgTubeComp, which yes, I got to test at my studio before NAMM. They might get the cake this year because this unit is, believe me, incredible. Unique sets of feature, huge sound, the only Vari-Mu I know of with both feedback and feed-forward modes. But of course, we're gonna have a full demo review here on the channel. It's gonna be the first one, but I did record a short video for them on the floor with my very first thought. You should see it in their social media soon. Wes Audio never miss, and this time they might have dropped their best unit to date. This is the mandatory picture of me and Bella in front of the NAMM sign. The morning of NAMM, I woke up to a ton of emails and messages from you guys asking me about the Elysia new XMAX unit. So we stopped by the booth and here we are. Elysia always makes amazing gear, but this thing is fresh, incredibly well thought out and designed, and with the clipper section of the flagship alpha compressor, one of the best sounding analog clippers on the market. My predictions are the Elysia XMAX is set to be one of the hottest items this year, and we will see this in many studios out there. They also have a 500 series version of it, and they both have the same headroom, so kudos to Elysia for that. By the way, this is me talking to the CEO because that alpha compressor has to be mine. Moving on. Wolf Audio, what can I even say about it? I think right now Paul makes the best sounding, best looking, most customizable consoles on the market. I mean, look at this thing. Besides that and the new 500 series modules, they of course had the new Pro patch on display, which is the new benchmark for digitally controlled and recallable patch bay. But you already know I have one on my studio, actually the first one, and I love it to death. Once the software is in its final form, I'll drop the video, but that thing is surreal. 192 channels in one rack unit, no fans, endless headroom, equivalent to a straight wire connection via over 2,000 relays, no noise, no heat. You can hook up microphone, create chains, recall everything. It's just amazing. Me and Paul had a blast, as you can see, and I wish I could share some of Paul's jokes with you, but if I do, YouTube is gonna shut down my channel. But you will see the full interview with me on their social media soon. New Sammi mixer from API. This is very interesting, as we all know and love API color. This thing is probably gonna be great for rock and anything high energy. Not many innovative features on it, to be honest. Literally just quote a lots of API color, but hey, they had their limited edition white EQs out and the consoles. And then I met with my friend the audio genius Colin from MacDSP, and well, I'll let him speak.
Hi, Colin McDowell, NAMM 2025, new for the show, the royalty surround. That's right, you're doing some type of immersive mixing, 7.1.2 to 9.1.6. We got a dual compressor limiter. Oh yeah, you can wrap those channel sets left, right, center, sides, rear, top, and LFE. Any one of the compressor limiter combinations. It's amazing. By the way, it's analog because it works in the APB. Oh yeah, let's go.
Yep, that's classic Colin, and we all love it. But seriously, the APB is studio royalty at this point. Absolutely brilliant unit. You know, I have 16 channels at my studio, and with constant updates, it's the gift that keeps on giving. AMS Neve also brought a new great little product, the 88C USB compressor limiter. 2 channels of GUI VCA compression derived from the 88R console series in one cute desktop portable unit. Great for tracking and mixing, whether you're at your home studio or on the road, because this thing is USB powered. So cool. Yamaha Sec Track might be the most powerful portable little instrument I've ever seen in my life. It's a drum machine, it's a sequencer, it's a multi-instrument, it's a controller, a keyboard, and more. Just name it, this little thing can do it. So impressive. With an app to control it, that you can use it with your phone, with your tablet, with your computer, Mac or PC. Even though you can do everything with the physical combo of buttons on the unit itself, it's definitely a must check out for producers, artists, and arrangers. Seriously, check it out. We stopped by Manley and Dangerous. The guys also bring up the big boys. Look at this beautiful unit. Nothing new, but Dangerous has a limited edition MS unit, which sounds great. Definitely a treat. Shout out to Gallica Pro Audio with some really good looking 500 series models inspired by 1176 style compression, preamps, and all this in a very cool anodized blue, very striking in person. And they make a 500 series rack where you can daisy chain channels with buttons on the back and create chains without the need for a patch bay. Very clever, love it. I tested on the floor and their stuff sounds punchy as hell. They also have a cool plugin that combines the preamp saturation and the compressor, packaged in a very simple plugin that slams drums like nothing else. Definitely we need to keep an eye on these guys. Audient has a new hot 48 channel interface. It's called the ID48. 24 in, 34 out. I love the smaller ID interfaces that we featured previously on the channel. They are some of the best portable units out there. And this one is the big brother, with the preamps taken directly from their large-scale console. Great converters, and it's expandable via ADAT. Crazy thing, I think they told me this thing is gonna be just under $1,000. Crazy. Still going strong, their Orgy immersive audio interface and monitor controller, probably the best bang for the buck if you want to get into Atmos and immersive mixing right now. We are gonna have both of these units on the channel soon. This is Bella's outfit for day one. This is a picture of Bella next to a fish that plays guitar. And this is it for the NAMM recap. I hope you liked it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below. Check out the info box before you go. Visit the website MixbusTv.com. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe. See you next time.
Hands on my neck, hands grip my throat. Lift me up.